What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 3. As you can see by the time, I've logged a little late today. Don't remember exactly when I slept in, but I woke up and watched a live stream and a video, maybe a couple videos, and now I'm here. So, long story short, I haven't really done anything. I've been a little heavy on watching live streams the last couple days. I'm going to try to moderate that, and we'll see what happens. I'll give it a little bit. And if I can't seem to get it under control, then we'll figure something out for it. We'll change a rule pertaining to it. I don't mind doing it, I just don't want to do it all day. And it's been a pretty heavy part of my day. Other than that, not really anything's happened. Hopefully this will be somewhat entertaining. I have thought about gaming a few times. When I woke up this morning, I went to get on my computer because it's just a habit of mine, which needs to be broken, but I guess I was thinking of games then, just habitually. But I haven't been terrible. I haven't craved gaming as much as I thought I would. I thought that I'd be having gaming withdrawal by now, but that hasn't really been the case. I mean, I've thought about gaming from time to time, but it's never been an issue, really. Haven't played a single game since I started. Maybe that'll change the further I go into this, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Maybe God's helping me. So yeah, the only thing I really have to do today is edit yesterday's vlog, so I can upload it today. I edited the first days pretty late, so it got uploaded pretty late. Not super late, but like too late, past my bedtime that I've given myself. I don't want to make that a habit every day. I want to get it done early so it can be uploaded, and so I don't have to worry about it hampering my bedtime, because that's one of the things I want to fix in doing this break, and I don't want that to contribute to me not being able to fix that. So yeah, I'm going to try to moderate my heavy watching of videos and live streams, because I don't want that to be a big part of my day. I'm trying to be less on the screens, like not have so much screens in my face, because yeah, I'm quitting video games, and I think video games are a big contributor or cause to some of the things I mentioned the other day, lack of motivation and laziness and probably other things. So as much as I'm quitting games, I want to try to moderate my screen time in general, because I don't think screens are all that great for humans. And games, I don't think games are all that great in some cases, because although it's great for hand-eye coordination and problem solving and things like that, I don't know. It's like the whole thing I've thought about before. Technology in general has brought so many good things, but they've brought some bad things too. They've made us lazy, because we don't have to manually do as many things as we used to. And, and you see people on screens, including myself, like, a lot. And it's to the point where teenagers can sit in the same room with each other and still text. And I understand some of that is probably social anxiety, but I think some of that is caused by screens. Because, I don't know, when I was a kid, and I'm not claiming my generation as, some amazing generation. We're all human, we all make mistakes, we're all susceptible to certain things. And technology, including video games, is enjoyable, and it's easy to let it get out of control and not even realize it until you do, and you're like, where has my time gone? That's my personal experience. I don't know, it kind of got out of hand, and I didn't really think of guarding it, because it wasn't something that came to my mind to guard, really. It's just easy to let it get out of control, to just sit down and enjoy yourself and spend hours playing a game, and not really think about it. And then, in my case, I did that for a long enough time to where I started to enjoy the time gaming, but realize there's more to life than sitting in a computer all day in front of the screen playing games. It's enjoyable in the moment, but where does it get you? You know what I mean? I'm not against video games. They're fun, they're enjoyable, they bring people together in some cases. They're a thing people can relate to. Two people can meet in a game or over a game and have common ground to talk about. I feel like as humans, we really need to relate. We want to relate with each other, if I understand correctly. We all need to be social. And shyness and social anxiety, I don't think really voids that. Shy people still want love, and they still want relationship, and they still want to talk to people. Like me, for example. I'm an ambivert. For those of you who don't know what an ambivert is, it's a mix of introvert and extrovert. And I think, at least in my case, it can vary on the spectrum. Like, pretty much anywhere, I guess. Like, for example, I love people. But until I get to know somebody, I can be pretty shy. And I'm not a good icebreaker. But when somebody talks to me, it can help. And, like, I can be shy and awkward if I don't know somebody. But the closer I get to somebody, the more open I am. And the more I talk, and I can talk your ear off if you let me. Not in like a narcissistic way, just because I love to talk and I love to relate with people. And it's a nice thing. But yeah, so being an ambivert is a thing. And I've realized recently, I think part of that is because I want to be liked. And I'm pretty sure that's a common human need, or want. Everybody wants to be liked. Everybody wants to fit in. Well, just about everybody. And that even becomes peer pressure in certain people. Like, they want to fit in so bad that they do things they normally wouldn't do to try to fit in and be liked by people. And I've fallen into that too before in my life. I did a few things I normally wouldn't have done as an attempt to fit in, but that's never worth it. Don't skimp on your morals to try to fit in with somebody. If you're doing something wrong, or you think you're doing something wrong, or you think you're doing something outside of what you normally would do, just don't do it, whether you fit in or not. I'm sure people will like you regardless. And that's the thing I wish I would have known. And even if they don't, like, it's just not worth it. I think everyone's done that at least once in their life. Anyway, I kind of went on a tangent, as I'm known to do. Back to the whole gaming thing and screens. I'm quitting gaming for that 90-day break in an attempt to do a few things. One of that including not spending so much time doing that, because it's enjoyable, it's fun, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does and it doesn't. Like, it does to the person who plays it. Video games matter to the people who like them. But if you think about it, in the whole scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's nice. It's enjoyable. It's great that people have jobs over it. It's great that people can get together because of it. But, and, you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. It matters to a degree, but in the whole grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter all that much. It's a nicety. It's a privilege. It's enjoyable. There's good things about it. But spending your entire life in front of a screen playing video games is kind of a waste of time, if you think about it. It is and it isn't. To the people who play it, it's not. But think about it. Would you rather have a life where you sit in front of a screen all day, every day, playing video games, and either don't make any friends, don't go anywhere, or lose the friends you already have, but sit all day playing video games and spend the rest of your life like that? And then at some point when you pass away and you leave this place, that's what you've done. I've done too much of that. Like, I've spent so much time sitting in front of a screen playing games. And the hard part is, in the moment it's enjoyable. But like I said, it's something we have to guard. And until we learn to guard it, we don't really think about that. We just kind of let it happen. And then we waste so much time doing things that aren't really important. You know what I mean. I'm not saying video games are bad or horrible or the devil. I'm just saying we have to moderate pretty much everything we do. We can't let things rule us. We can't let things run our life. Technology is a tool. It's a tool to be mastered by humanity, not the other way around. Like, when video games master you, as they have me in the past, it's not a good thing. And things gotta change. I quite like video games, and I quite like screens, but we can't let it become everything we do, I heard a quote once that said, basically, I don't remember the exact quote, word for word, but it was along the lines of, Satan will let you walk down a slope with no signposts or markers of where you are. It's easy to walk. It's easy to go down. You can just coast, really. I'm kind of paraphrasing a little bit. You can just coast, basically. You can just walk down just go down that slope, and just not even realize it until you get to the end or get to a certain point where you're so far down, and then you just look back up and you're just like, how did I get here? How did I get here? And that's what happened to me with video games. Like, there's a lot of circumstantial reasons and stuff. You know, I mean, aside from the fact that it can be unguarded, because it's just an easy thing to slip in and take your time, and before you know it, you've spent or wasted so much time in a thing that really doesn't matter too much in the end. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's nice, it's fun, but really, there's so much more to life than that. There's so much more to life than that. Family, friends, God especially. There's just so much more. And if you're a Christian like me, then God is a big factor in the choice, as mine is, of trying to moderate gaming. And I don't plan quitting games, but I don't write it off either, because we'll see what happens at the end of the time period. Maybe I will. I don't see myself doing that, but maybe I will. But the point is, if you're a Christian, well, either way, but I'm coming from a Christian worldview. Even outside of the Christian worldview, there's so much more that you could be doing. There's so many better things that you could be doing. You could be out there living life, meeting people, having friends, having a family. There's just so much more. There's just so much more. But it's such an easy thing to just let infiltrate your life. Video games can become such a big thing in your life without you even really realizing it until you do. Like I said, I did at some point. I just spent a lot of time playing games. And like I said, it's enjoyable at the time. And as a Christian, if you know what flesh is, your flesh loves that. Your flesh is sin nature. Your flesh loves that. Your flesh is fine with wasting your life all day, every day. There's just so much more. That's all I can say. And I've spent so much time looking at screens and playing games. It's just, I don't know, I regret that. I wish I would have guarded that. I wish I would have noticed that before it got out of hand. But I didn't. Until I did, you know? But by the time I had, it was out of hand. And then I felt stuck. Because my flesh liked it. I enjoyed playing it. But I knew there was more to life than that. Like once again, it's a nicety. It's a privilege. But it's not a thing to run your life on. And this is from somebody who, like I said before, quite likes video games. The reason I say quite like is because I've tried to not use the word love so loosely as humans are known to do. You know, because there's love like loving a person or loving God, and then there's really liking something like a video game. And I wouldn't really call that love. I mean, in my case at least. So I'm trying to use quite like instead of love, because I feel like love is more of a bigger thing. But yeah. So, yeah, that's a big reason of me taking this break. I need to learn moderation. Like I said, if I need to quit, I'll quit. If I think I cannot moderate myself, then I'll quit. I don't want to quit games, but if I think I can't moderate myself, I will quit games. Because spending time wisely is more important, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, and you know, plus I want to get closer to God, as I said before. Like, I can be selfish, as we all can, and I can get in my own will and fall into doing things I want to do before things that God wants me to do. And I want to be better at that. And I want to know Him more and be in better relationship with Him. And video games and technology constantly being in my life and me constantly using them is not helping with that. It's hindered that. So, I don't know. I don't even fully know the entire reason I'm taking this break. But I am. Because I don't know the full effect of what gaming has done to me and has changed in my brain. And maybe it's more than I think it is. Who knows? I don't know. Once again, I'm not saying video games are bad, but a lot of things can get out of hand, and I don't think that's a good thing. But yeah, sorry for the little tangent. I'm known to go on those, if you guys haven't noticed. I think that's it for now. I'll catch you guys next time something's vloggable. Well, it's 9:58 p.m. and I haven't really done much of anything. I have watched more live streams, I'm gonna be honest. I was watching one before I made this video, and I'll probably watch a little more of it before I go to bed. I started editing yesterday's vlog because I haven't done that yet. It was getting late and I was starting to get tired. And I'm trying a new editor. Not iMovie like I was yesterday, but a new one. And I don't know if I like it or not. And if I edit with it until I buy it, it'll have a watermark on it. So if I do like it, I might buy it to not, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I stopped editing that because it's getting late. And I didn't want to stay up late again today. I need to figure out a way to do this, where I can get the vlog edited and uploaded so that it's just done and it's not happening late at night and possibly keeping me up late. So yeah, I'm going to completely restart editing that tomorrow. I might go back to iMovie. I might use the new editor, but it's going to get edited. So yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of tired at the moment. I don't exactly remember if I thought about games or not, so sorry about that, but I at least want to cap the vlog off. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you tomorrow.